Hello students, welcome back in our science session. Already we have started the chapter number 11, natural disasters. Already in the last session we have studied about an earthquake, causes of an earthquake, effects of an earthquake, and how to measure the intensity of an earthquake. So students, today we are going to start the new term of this chapter, and that is tsunami. As you all know, there are the tectonic plates even below the earth, means even below the land and also below the oceans or below the sea. So when these tectonic plates collide on each other, that time it gives rise to an earthquake under the ocean or sea. Students, when an earthquake is more than 7 intensity on the Richter scale in the ocean, can give rise to a high ocean waves. This causes tsunami. Tsunami is a Japanese word. Meaning of this word is harbor waves. A tsunami is formed by many ocean waves flowing at a high speed. All large earthquakes in the ocean do not cause a tsunami. Then when does tsunami occur? A tsunami occurs only when the ocean floor or the plates, these tectonic plates, move upwards or downwards during an earthquake. A tsunami becomes destructive only when the huge wave reaches the seacoast or coastal line. After an earthquake has occurred, the tsunami takes some time to reach the coast or near to the seacoast. So that is why it is possible to move away to a safe places during the tsunami. So students, one thing I want to tell you, in December 2004, an 8.9 magnitude quake caused tsunami in the Southeast Asia. In that our India also included. So due to that tsunami, more than 2 lakhs of people has died. So students, during this tsunami, we have to take care of some of the things, which are that if the person is living near to the tsunami area or region, do not watch approaching tsunami from the beach place or from the beach. When there is a tsunami warning, that time move an area above the sea level or walk at least 3 kilometers away from the coastal line or sea coast line. So that will be the safe to people, those who are living near to the sea coastal region. This is about the tsunami. So let's study the last term of the chapter, and that is floods and cyclones. Students, floods and cyclones, these are also natural disasters. First of all, we will study about floods. Students, do you know how does flood cause? See, a flood is caused especially in the rainy season. When there is a rainfall is a very heavy or high rainfall is there in the particular region, that time flood may occur. When a particular region receives excess rain, excess amount of a rain, so that time the rainwater which flows into rivers, lakes, dams, etc. in that particular region, that time what happens? At times these all water bodies overflow because the quantity of the water will be increased in these all the water bodies. So these water bodies overflow. The overflow of water submerges land in the particular region. So these all causes a flood. Due to flood, there will be the many damages. Houses will be submerged in the water, even the farms, people's life will be get disturbed. Students, due to this flood, there are the many effects on the human life or due to on the lives. So flood water submerges fields, damage all the houses, roads and bridges also. Especially coastal regions are prone to flood and also the cyclone. So next topic we will see, that is cyclone. Students, what is a cyclone? So cyclone means storm with a strong winds and heavy rain. That is called a cyclone. So this causes flooding in the coastal regions. When the strong winds blow, that time it will uproots the trees. It uproots the trees and break telephone and power lines. Do you know one thing? Cyclone and flood warnings broadcast to alert people about an approaching dangerous situation. At times, they can take at least a couple of days to hit the coast. Now let us study which safety measures we can take during and after floods or cyclones. So the first safety measure is there. Listen to the radio or TV for the latest weather warnings. So you may get the latest information about it. So second thing is there, turn off gas and electricity before leaving your house during and after a cyclone or floods. Okay. Next, it is there, if you are living near the coastline area, move to a relief camps. Relief camps are available for these people. So that is why you have to move to a relief camps. Next, do not go near flood waters to see it. Some people are very eager to see these flood waters and that all. But do not go near flood waters. Next step is there, or next measure is there, keep off gutters and drains. Which gutters and drains are there, that should be off. Next step is there, that is stay away from electric poles and broken power lines. It may chances to be get the electric shock. Next one is there, eat freshly cooked food. Next it is there, drink boiled water only. Why should we have to drink only boiled water? Because the water which getting in this during this flood or during this rainy season, that time what happens, the water is a contaminated water. So it may contain the many germs and some dirt. So that is the reason we have to drink boiled water, so we can protect ourselves from some of the waterborne diseases like cholera, typhoid, etc. So these are some safety measures we have to take care during and after floods and cyclones. So dear students, here we have completed this chapter, natural disasters. I hope so you understood all topics properly and clearly. Students, now we will see some of the keywords.
First word is there, cyclone. A severe storm with strong winds and heavy rains. Second is there, earthquake. Earthquake means sudden shaking of the earth caused by the movement of the tectonic plates. Next, flood. Overflow of a river or a lake, submerging the region. And the last one is there, tsunami. Means formed by many ocean waves due to a large earthquake in the sea. So students, finally we will remember what we have studied in this chapter. We have studied 4 natural disasters. From that, first one is an earthquake. In that we have seen causes and safety measures which we have to be followed during and after earthquake. In the causes we have seen collision of tectonic plates cause an earthquake, and in the safety measures which we have to follow, that are quickly go outdoors, turn off gas and electricity, do not use lift. Next we study causes and safety measures of tsunami. Collision of tectonic plates under the ocean cause a tsunami, and the safety measures were move to an area of 100 feet above sea level or 3 kilometers inland away from the coastal line. And lastly, we have studied that heavy rains and strong winds cause floods and cyclones, and the safety measures that we have to take care during it: move to a relief camp, turn off gas and electricity, stay away from electric poles and broken power lines, etc. Okay?
So students, now it's a homework time. So let's take today's homework. Since today's your homework is there, write down the answers of the questions in your notebook which are asked in the exercise.